wanna make, I just wanna stay free. Gratitude, that's my everyday attitude, gratitude, gratitude, that's my everyday attitude, gratitude,
Not in zone strike one. There you go, buddy.
Hey, now, I want to say welcome to the call.
Penn State's a good state for high school football. Penn State produces a lot of.
Bang Bang Boogie. Okay, cool. So, real quick, get this pulled up here. Mindset Mondays. Mindset Mondays. Talk about this mindset that we need to have a successful trading session, trading journey, just a overall nice trading day, right? And a lot of us don't understand how important our own mindset is because our own minds can have us do some goofy things inside the market that we feel like we have control over, but our minds won't allow us to, right? Even with everyday type situations, there's still things that our minds still have control over. And if we don't mentally fix it, we don't control ourselves. So Mondays, I really want to go deeper into the mindset behind trades we're taking, mindset behind how you should be moving, right? Why you should do different things, what has helped me have success, what has helped me help others have success, right? Factory reset secret. All right, 1 second. While this pull up, I need to make sure everything is everything on here. Okay, cool beans. Yeah, screen. Perfect. So again, we want to knock out the mindset. Now, I know I had seen inside the chat a little bit. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the name right. Matomi or however you pronounce his name. He was saying that the 13 period. Let me go there real quick first. The 13 period works better than the 8 period on the TDI. Now, I'm not one of those educators that say, yo, they're wrong or whatever the case is. I don't get into that competition type style. I'm not saying that the person is wrong or incorrect by using the 13 TDI. What I am teaching, I use the 8 period. It's not about what works better because we have two different visions. I've never seen the person trade. So they're not even looking for the same thing that I'm looking for. So why is it that if I'm teaching one thing, you're trying to come inside the chat and teach something totally different to confuse people? Now, if we want to help people, we all on the same page. That's the difference. I'm never going to go in anybody else's chat, anybody else's group, and try to take over to make myself stand out. It's not that serious to me. And again, I'm addressing it on the call. I don't, if, even if he's on the call, I don't want to mispronounce your name. But at the end of the day, what I'm teaching is what's been working for me. I understand you may have something that worked for you, which is cool, perfect. You can definitely share it. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to tell the community, oh no, this works better than this when we haven't even had a full call over how to really use the TDI. We touched on it one time. And I've mastered this daggone indicator to the max, so I know what works. And yes, the 13 can work too, but it's not as accurate when you have the 8 when you're looking for what I show you to look for, especially with the indicator that I gave. That that FX Flash 5 indicator that we put on the mobile phone that I told y'all if your broker isn't even working no more, you can use the MetaQuotes MT4 or MT5 just for the chart and still plug your trades in on the computer and so forth. Right? So here's my thing. Let's go to the mindset side of life. Give me 1 second here. I just like to be 100, you know what I'm saying? I don't talk about other educators. I don't be like, oh, well, his stuff don't work, their stuff don't work. I'm just not that I'm not that guy. Her stuff don't work. It's not that important. Everybody's way of trading works. It just depends on the individual who's reading the information. Are they able to get it? Are you speaking in a language that makes sense to them? Because
occasionally, and Luke was a
end of the
a
day,
big
when we're trading, when we're trying to have success, when we're striving for our end goal, there's things that we have to do in alignment with our end goal. We can't skip rep day, right? We can't continuously sit here and say we want success, but then we never get on here to practice our trades, right? When I'm in the middle of trading, I adapt into the doctor mentality. This is one of the first mentalities I talk about, right? When you're trading the strategy, you should treat it like a doctor. Think about it. When you're in the hospital, they don't call you your name, they call you their patient, right? They're like, oh, I gotta go in there and take care of my patient. Hey, can you go get this for my patient? We all are patients when we get there. And who operates on us? The doctors. So the doctor get paid from their patients. Now we take that mentality of that concept and apply it to the charts. We apply that to the charts. If we can be patient like doctors, we can create doctor income. It's no need to rush a trade. If we're on a 5-minute time frame, it can be increments of 5 minutes before the trade play out. If I am on the hour time frame, it can potentially take hours before my trade play out and get to a destination. Same thing with the 4-hour and a daily. If it's the 4-hour, you just do increments of 4 hours. It can be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, and so forth, potential hours before it gets to its destination. So we have to stop bottling ourselves into a box and think outside the box. Like, okay, hold on, wait. One of the things I've been doing when I be trading is I try to rush myself into the trade. I'm like, oh, I can see it about to go here. Let me go ahead and plug in now so I can already be in the way. I'm going to catch this from the beginning. Okay, if you want to catch it from the beginning, what are you looking for every single time that you see a trade happen? What do you need to see happen every single time before you plug in a trade? So if your first step is to check the daily time frame, your second step is to go to the hour time frame, and your third step is to go to the 5-minute. If you start with a 4-hour and then you go to the 30-minute and then you go to the 1-minute, you did not follow the strategy that is needed to be followed to have the success that you want. And that's what happened the majority of the time that we're trading. We put ourselves in these positions to where we know exactly what we need to be doing step by step, but we sometimes try to skip the steps because we want that right now result. Oh, I don't want to miss out on any part of this trade, so I got to go ahead and plug in now. I'm not going to put a stop loss, so I don't want to. I'm just going to let it grow it or blow it. I'm not going to put a take profit. I'll manually watch it myself. So now I keep myself in this mentality to where I got to look at the chart for hours. On Saturday, we talked about the news report, how to read the news. We use the gray card mindset. When you're reading the news event, it gives you the actual, the forecast, and the previous. When we all were in school, if we went to school, but we know about school, there has been times, excuse me, there has been times where we have been asked or asked somebody else, what grade did you get in whatever class? Hey, what did you get in math class? What did you get in gym? And if I say, hey, I got a B in gym, that's my forecast. I don't know what I actually got until the day of and the time. So the actual is the actual date and time that gray card came out. The forecast is what you believe you got before you get your grade card. And the previous is what did you previously get last semester type situation. When we take that concept and apply it to Forex, what is the actual price right now? At 8:30, when this news event happened on USD, what is the amount that it hit? Because it was projected to go to 200,000, but what is the actual number it hit? And then we look inside the folder to see the usual effect. If it says your actual is greater than the forecast, is good for currency, and it is actually your actual is greater than the forecast, then that means it's good for that currency. We'll go to the Forex Factory and pull it up as well, so you can have a better understanding of it, so we can tap back into it again. But I'll go up over that in just 1 second after we get to the slides. It's just a few slides here. So that's the grade card mindset. Y'all know me, I like to scout. We may have intraday traders on here. We may have people that like swing trading. We may have different types of trading styles on here all together, which is cool, perfect. I like to scout. And scalping is just getting in and out the market. I like to call that the JG Wentworth mentality. Instantly when I say JG Wentworth, it's like, yo, it's my money. I need it now. I'm getting in off the 5-minute, 1-minute time frame. My highest time frame I'm going to base it off of is a 15-minute. Right? Now, that's just me scalping. If I'm looking for a longer term trade, I can enter off the 15-minute time frame, the 5-minute time frame, and base the trade off the hour, the 30-minute. If I want to swing trade, I can base the trade off the daily and a 4-hour time frame and enter off the hour. So it just depends on what type of trading style works best for the individual. Some of us get into this mindset of, well, can you tell me what's best? Like what time frame should I trade best off of? Hey, what lot size should I use? Like these are the things where we have to come within self and say, you know what? I have to make my own decision. The reason why we are like that is because all of our life we have been depending on people to tell us what to do, when to do, why to do, and how to do. So when it comes to us making our own decision, we have to question it. Well, I don't know why. Let me see. Should I go ahead and take this trade? Should I not? What do you think you should do? You see, when it comes to you making your own decision, it's the toughest thing. Just like when it comes to people investing in themselves. Some of us feel, hey, I got screwed in the past. I'm not investing to no other coach. You know what? I got screwed in the past. I'm not buying no other strategy. I got screwed in the past. I'm not getting a funded account. I'm not funding my account no more. The brokers done screwed me over. They didn't change the platform. Like we get so mad over a lot of things that we can't control. We have to stop that. If we can't control it, why give it the energy? And then when we give it the energy, it don't do us no good. We have to stop getting out of alignment and getting in our own way. Get out of your own way. It don't matter what happened in the past. You keep carrying old weight. We have to let that go. We have to let go of the past and understand we have a present, which is a gift to create a better future. Somebody did not wake up this morning. Somebody didn't wake up this morning. I'm even still choosing to be here. This is one of the toughest things right now in my life to do right now is getting on calls. It's been the toughest. And I'm not making excuses, I'm making adjustments. Getting a phone call and hearing that your loved one has 6 months to live is not a great call to get. And at the end of the day, when you get the call, and this is what I'm realizing in real time, I can't control that. I can help fight it. But me sitting around crying and crying and crying is not going to fix the situation. Me complaining about how this is going to be different and oh, I may lose this habit and that habit. If I prep for it, I understand. And I can still be effective versus allowing life to kick me in the ass and I don't move forward in life. I will not let that be me. So when I say you have to mentally be ready, you have to mentally fight through everything that's gonna come your way and keep pushing. Because your story is somebody else's survival guide. I'm pretty sure there's somebody on here right now that has a family member that they potentially have lost or maybe potentially losing. And if you don't prep for it, it hurt worse. You want to give up. You want to quit. You don't want to be bothered. You get into this box. You get depressed, and you start to think that you can't do anything outside of that box. And we have to stay strong. You can't rush the process. You have to trust the process. Everybody's level of success may be different. Everybody's time may be different. Somebody may start having success in their first week of trading, and then in the month after, they have a whole bad week. Somebody may have a bad first 4 months, and then they finally get it. Here's the thing. If we stop jumping from coach to coach, if we stop jumping from company to company, if we stop jumping from one person's vision to the next person's vision, then we won't be making the same mistakes over and over again. Right? It's like, think about it. Oh, I keep losing these trades. Oh, I keep entering trades too early. Then you want to quit. You want to give up. I'm not understanding the strategy. And you only practice the strategy 2 times. You know, you at least have to test the strategy out 100 times to see if it's an actual good strategy or not. We put more time into getting gas and getting liquor and doing all this other distractive stuff. We don't do no time. Let's say we don't put in enough time toward what can really change our life. And this is one of the things that I had to shift in my own. I had to get off the TV. I had to stop watching television and start to television. I turned off the television, and then I started to television. And I started to tell myself the vision of what I really wanted for my life. And then I started to believe it. But if I don't believe what I'm really going after, I won't attract the things that I want. So some of us have one foot in and one foot out. I want success, but I don't know if it's really going to be what it is because I did this in the past and it didn't work. Well, a lot of stuff didn't work. You know how many jobs go through employee after employee after employee because all these employees didn't work, and then they keep going through the numbers. So if they keep that same model, why can't we continue to do the same thing too? We don't rush it. Babies don't just get up and walk. They get up and fall over and over and over again. How long do you give a baby before you tell them to give up walking when they keep falling? Oh, you know what? You just stop. Don't walk again. Don't even try it. We've never told the kid that. You have to push through adversity. Life will not get any easier for none of us. Everything in this world is changing. Some of us are dealing with a recession. I didn't even know it was a recession. So it just depends on how you operate in the life that you have in front of you. You control your environment. You create the environment around you. So how is your environment? Who's in your top 5? If you want to be a better trader, who's the trader in your top 5? If you want to teach better, who's the teacher in your top 5? If you're doing drop shipping, drop servicing, whatever, who's that person that's teaching that? And who do you have in your top 5 that can teach you that? If you're around people that can't tell you this is how, get away from them. And what I mean by that is this is how you do it versus, oh, well, you can't do that. The people that keep doubting your dreams, that you have no time, no energy, and no room to have no negativity around you at all. It's tough. It's draining. It will make you feel like you don't want to do what you need to get done so you can have the success that you dreamed of. And you know, a lot of us have that risk it for the biscuit mindset. Every trade you want to use the whole account. You got $100 in that account, you want to do $4 per trade. Or let me take it a step further. You want to take a signal from someone that you trust, or whatever the case is, or that you know, or you just hear a trade, see a trade, and you just want to instantly take it with a high lot size without looking at it yourself. And then when the trade don't go in your direction immediately, because you didn't know the mindset behind the person who took the trade. You don't know what time frame they base the trade off of. So if you use a higher than normal lot size, you're not giving yourself no wiggle room to where you could potentially have drawdown and still have enough leverage in your account to keep pushing. So you can't blame nobody else when you're positioning yourself to blow your account. You're positioning yourself to give yourself that anxiety to where you rushing and, oh my God, should I close it now? It's negative 30 and I only got $70 left. And then you take that trade, you lose it, and now you instantly jumping back in the opposite direction. Or you jumping back in with a lower lot size that's still maxing out the leverage that you have right now to where you're just about to blow the account. We have to stop making those same mistakes. That is beginner level mistakes. The toughest thing is when you've been trading for a while and you have to break bad habits. Those of us who've never traded, you don't have no bad habits. So it's easy for you to catch on. So if you get taught from exactly where to go from that moment, you're straight. And only thing that has to happen is you need to be taught in a language that you understand. It's you versus you, right? We already know. It's your story, it's your life, it's your decisions. The only person at the end of the day that you should mainly trust when it comes to trading is yourself, because it's your decision. When you put buy, when you put sell, it's your decision. No matter if I call the trade, Jacob called the trade, whoever, I'm just naming names now, but if anybody give you a trade, it's still your decision at the end of the day, right? You have to own up to, if you take a trade that somebody give, even if I get a trade and you lose it, it's still your fault. Even if I call it, because you didn't have to take the trade. This is how tough you have to be on yourself. This is just the truth. Think about it. If I wasn't around and you're looking at the chart yourself, it's up to you. If you went to tradingview.com and you looked at the trade ideas that they have and you took a trade from that trade idea, that's on you. And it's not even being funny. It's just you have to look at it that way. Like, you know what? I fucked up. I made the mistake. Excuse my English. I made the mistake. I got to change. So with these different mentalities, the doctor mentality, being patient inside the market, understanding that I don't have to rush it, I got to trust it, right? The grade card mentality. When I'm looking at the news events, I need to look at the actual, the forecast, and the previous so I know exactly what the market could potentially do based off the information they're giving us to look at. The JG Wentworth mentality. It's just me getting it out the market. I want that money right now, right? Right now. And then the baby mentality. I'm not going to give up immediately. I've been trading for over 5 years. I didn't do my first withdrawal until after like my second, third year. I didn't have the mental capacity to do it. I was still screenshotting. I was still, right, feeling good about trades and so forth, but I was still blowing my accounts. That's just the truth. It's a part of the process. And I grew from that. I understood that things had to be different. In order for things to change, you as the individual had to change. That was just the truth. And I had to own up to it. I had to own it. It's nobody else's fault. Let's go here to this news event. So not the news event, but Forex Factory here so we can see exactly what I was talking about now. So here, let's go to current day. This is the gray card mentality I was speaking about. So here's today. This is not a good one because there's no information here. Let's go Thursday again. We broke down Thursday. Let's go Friday. Let's see if this may be a difficult one here. Okay, so we have 3 folders that are red. USD, This is 8:30 a.m. Friday, December 8th. Friday, December 8th at 8:30. That's when the grade card come out, right? So again, we're only using the grade card terminology or analogy. So at 8:30, USD has a news event. So we need to open the details. Inside of the details, we see the usual effect. It says actual greater than forecast is good for currency. What that simply means, here's 0.4%. This row is the actual row. So when the grade card come out at 8:30, this is what printed out. Before the grade card came out at 8:30, our guess, when we were asked, hey, what grade did you get in math? What percent did you get in math in this case? You say 0.3%. That's the forecast. So that's what you assume you got. And then the previous is what you got last semester. What did you get on your last grade card? This is the best way to look at it. So the usual effect says actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Here's the actual. Here's the forecast. Is this actual greater than this forecast? If it is, that means that USD is strong. But because we have multiple red photos at that exact same time, we have to take all three photos into consideration. So here, second photo, boom, the usual effect. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Look at the actual. Here's the forecast. Yes, this is another photo saying that it's good for USD. So now we have two photos saying buy USD. Here's a third one. Usual effect. Actual less than forecast is good for currency. That's something different. So let's go here. Why is it not? Oh my gosh. Okay. Here it says actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Boom. Going to the third one. This one say actual less than forecast. So now 3.7% is the actual, 3.9% is the forecast. The actual is less than. So now at 8:30 on Friday, December 8th, all three of these folders said it's strong for USD. So that means if you're trading USD JPY, you should be looking to buy USD CHF, anything with USD first, USD MXN, USD JPY, you should look to buy. If it's GBP USD, because USD is second, you have to sell GBP to be buying USD. So any pair with USD in the second part of it, you want to look to sell. So now let's just go here, Friday the 8th. All three of those folders said buy. So on the 8th of December, we're on gold. So XAU is first, USD is second. So that means we should be looking to sell at 8:30 on the 8th. As we see, this is Friday. $8:30. This was the news event. 8:30 Friday. It said sell. Remember, XAU is first. It's strong for USD. So because USD is second, we have to sell XAU to be buying USD. And as we see from the news event, it kept selling. Now, if you was to be trading NAS 100, it's the same thing. If you're trading US 30, it's pretty much the same thing. NAS is first, USD is second. So at 8:30 on the 8th, we should have been potentially looking for a sell again. At 8:30, it did a sell. Now I didn't keep pushing down, but again, based off the news event, it said sell. That sale happened at 8:30. USD JPY. Here we go here. And notice when you look at these news events, you want to look at the places to where the market is at. Is it at a place where, say it again?
Oh my God. Hello?
All right. So when you're looking at the news event, anytime that you're looking at the news event, make sure the market goes to a, so if you're looking for a sale, which in this situation we're looking for a buy, I'm not taking the buy until the market get to a place to where it has bought from prior. They told us history always repeats itself. So if this is 8:15, this is 8:30. It did a fake out. I know I'm looking for it. It bought instantly. Okay, cool. Then it pulled down, faked out, and then went right back up. This is where that impatient mindset come into play. We have to stop rushing the process. Give me 1 second. We gotta stop rushing the process, start trusting the process. No, no way that anybody is trading is wrong. The question becomes, are you following the exact thing that you need to see before you plug in your trade? Are you in the proper mindset? Are you in your scalping mentality using a swing trading lot size? Are you in your swing trading mindset using a scalping lot size, right? These are things that we have to ask ourselves to break through these bad habits that we have. We have life going on around us, and it's just like, yo, what do I do? Take a moment to breathe. Just breathe a little bit. Take a moment to self and just really get to the root of it. Like, I just needed a fresh breath, right? I just needed some fresh breath, some fresh air, just fresh breathing from within self, because everything in this thing that we call life is always distracting us. Yeah, of course. Go ahead, my guy.
Nah, I'm good, family. I
Yeah.
just miss being up here.
Hey, now. I appreciate you, my guy. So it's like we really are growing, y'all. We're growing again today. Mindset Monday. Tomorrow, I forgot. I don't. I just created some good names for it. Right. Talk about it Tuesdays. Or trade with me Tuesday, and then we got kid Wednesdays. Listen. Oh, I got kids. I know other people got kids. We need to teach the kids how to trade too. Kids catch on this stuff way quicker than we do. My son catches on to trading way quicker than I did. And when we look at the charts together and I'm giving him my perspective and he's giving me a 12-year-old perspective, it's like, yo, that's power. It's teamwork at its best. But not only that, you're able to teach them proper financial literacy. You're able to put them in a different mindset to see how money works, because this is the world. This is the world that we live in right now. So if our kids are learning it, that also may give you that boost of energy, because some of us, we have the kids in our background and we like, yo, be quiet. I'm on the call. But one thing I realized, and it's crazy, like I would be that person until I had a different perspective. Like, why am I, you know what I'm saying? Like kids are kids. They're just being kids. And I'm not saying that nobody's doing anything right, nobody's doing because there's no handbook on how to be a daggone parent. And I'm not the person to say you're doing it right or wrong. Everybody has their own way of parenting, and that's perfect. But at the same time, we can teach the other generation that generational wealth that we always talk about, where it's a call designed for them. So even if they're just being goofy, it's a goofy type call because we know how to talk to kids. We got kids, so we can make it fun for them. They can color, right, candles at first. Now they know what a red candle means, a green candle. But then with them being in your ear saying, hey, I want to get on the charts and so forth, that may push you and give you that extra boost of energy you need to really take it to the next level because now your kids believe in the same vision you believe in. So um I'll drop the recording of this right on the YouTube channel. I'll drop it in the chat as well. Every day this week, 9 p.m. We at it. And we're just gonna keep going deeper and deeper into it. I'm gonna keep dropping video after video as well. Um, just to help y'all keep staying sharp. I'm gonna make sure I show up every day. Um, any other ideas that I have, I want to drop them inside the chat. We did just pass a funded challenge for Kirsten today. It took an hour to pass a $25,000 account. It's literally working as a team. I don't mind all the team efforts inside the chat, people sharing stuff. I'm a team player. I don't have to be the only one speaking. I'll drop that. I'll add you to that other chat too that's going on, and I'll let you know what I see on it here because I didn't even. I'm not. I don't know. I haven't been in the proper mindset for real. Just because of real life happening and so forth. So that phone call I got that really kind of shook the room for me. I was like, ah. So we're gonna make it happen. That digital. Right now, based off the 4 hour time frame, looking at price, we have the 50. So based off the news event, we can see we looking like we're going to that downside a little bit, but I want to see it continue to pull up like a panther. Just based off the daily.
Ah, I see a Selly Belly,
Oh yeah.
Selliana.
Oh yeah. I ain't mad at that because I'll sell it when it break below here. But I'm only getting in and getting out.
A sell, a sell,
I gotta hit you. I gotta hit you and really like
a sell stop below 145.500. Sell stop.
all right,
Dang
so
it, dang, dang.
500. All right, I'm gonna drop that in the chat. Yeah, well, I'm about to add your name and so forth. I got you. But I'm gonna see y'all in the chat. I'm gonna drop some more stuff on y'all. I'll drop the recording here shortly. I really appreciate y'all. Let's win big for the week. So